So namhlanje I decided to make this video to continue from my last story. My last story was about the birth of the Unshakable dream, the birth of the movement, and how it all came about. So today I'm gonna title this video "Their Becoming." Okay, so it is a continuation. If you want to know more, please start from my first video. So now, after everything that happened, remember when I said I couldn't pray anymore, I couldn't utter any word to God anymore. So I decided to take a pen and a paper and I started writing. I wrote, and when I started writing, it felt like amagama. They were just waiting for the permission to exist. So I started writing. I wrote everything. I wrote my silent prayers. I wrote my silent screams. I wrote my every emotion, every feeling, every thought. I wrote everything down. And then before I knew it, I could see the book was increasing now. The book was expanding, like I was writing more and more chapters. So now, as the dream was expanding, I felt that it was forcing me to expand with it, to grow with it now. And remember, as a person that was going through the most at that time, I felt that was taking me out of the comfort zone now. So I continued to write, and I felt everything that I had been through, the pain, and at that time I forgot to mention that I had lost my mother. So the pain of the grief, I was going through the most grief of my life, and the rejection, the silence when I was hoping somebody would just check up on me, the betrayal, yonke into nje, yazi yonke into. As I said, I've seen it all. So I felt that all of those emotions combined, they were forcing me manje to become the next person, nami engangamazi, the new person, the new woman that I was not familiar with. I felt that I had to leave everything bengithi ngiyayazi, yonke into bese ngiphile nayo impilo yami, and just grow with this dream. So emveni kwalokho I felt ukuthi everything le eyenzekile it was shaping me, it was redirecting me, it was reshaping me into this person, into a healer. Because I felt that since Mina, I went through so much and I survived, I felt qualified. Okay, I can help another woman who is going through the same thing. I got silent whispers that told me that there is a million of women out there that that are waiting for a savior, that are waiting for somebody. Woman, remember who you are meant to be. Woman, remember that whatever you are going through today is not your end. It is not the end of your story. It is just the beginning of your becoming. You are being reshaped to the level that you are meant to be operating at. So namhlanje I am a healer. I'm a wounded healer. I'm a wounded healer who is not afraid to wear her scars. I wear my scars with pride. Ukubonisa ukuthi I've been through the most. Life has taken me through the valleys, the valleys of dry bones. I've seen it all. And with the grace of the Lord, I survived. So today, I'm a wounded healer. I am a wounded healer, and I feel qualified, not because in nama titles. I feel qualified not because in funde incwadi, nama courses, nama modules, nan. I feel qualified because I've lived in it. I've lived through all the pain. I've lived through all the shame. I've lived through everything that was meant to destroy me. But I survived. Instead of dying, I got transformed. I got empowered. So namhlanje angifundisi from a theory, angifundisi from just knowledge, ngifundisa from knowing, from having lived whatever omunye umuntu asahamba kuyo namhlanje. Ngiyazi ukuthi ukubetraywa kunjani from umuntu obumthembile ukuthi this person uye wakuthembisa ukuthi they'll be with you through it all. I know how it feels like if that person betrays you. I know what silence feels like. I know ukuthi ukungazinakekeli kufila kanjani, where you just take care of everybody else, where you end up pouring from an empty cup. Usalunga nalutho wena, where you just live to pay your bills nani at the end of the day when usalunga na nix. So ngiyakwazi konke lokho, and I know what it takes to like rebuild, to dust yourself up from the ashes manje and say to yourself, you know what, you need to save yourself because no one's coming to save you. So ngikwazi konke lokho because I've walked through it. I've walked through the fire, and I came out on the other side. I didn't just come out on the other side. I came out with a bucket full of water to help the other women who are still burning. So namhlanje ngilana after everything that happened. After iphupho, and I must just say, women, your dreams are valid. And if your dreams do not scare you, it means that your dreams are not big enough. So do not be afraid to dream. And ungagcinike ngokuphupha, uvukeke and follow your dreams. So lenzeka iphupho, yazala incwadi, yazala movement, and konke lokho akuzalwanga from the sense of achievement. Because nami, I never sat down and planned to do this. It was just the plan of God. Because he said that in his right time, he will make it happen. So this is the right time. So we trust God. We trust the author and the beginner, the beginner of our faith. Ne? So namhlanje, I was becoming the woman who could finally say, I met her. My feelings are valid. My emotions are valid. My voice is valid. Namhlanje iphupho lami is to help other women to remember who they are meant to be, to remember who they were always meant to be. But I'm not doing that from a mountain peak. I'm not doing that from a place of pride. I'm doing that from the valley la nami engasurvive khona. Namhlanje I lead. I'm leading this movement namhlanje. I'm leading it with my scars. I'm leading it with my imperfections, because I learned that in my imperfections I am perfect for some of the women. I learned that in me telling my story of where I come from, I can help one or two women to say that if I manage to rise up from those ashes, they too can do that. So I lead with my honesty. This is my story. This is my crown. I don't just lead from my image. I lead with my heart, which is mostly important to me, because that is where the healing, the real healing begins. So today, trusting God, it is your time to rise up. It is your time to remember where you fell and to dust yourself up and rise again. You are standing at the beginning of your becoming. Let me help you. Let me help you fix your crown with respect, with love, and without announcing that it was crooked. Join our movement today and welcome home, Queen.